Hey Reds, welcome back to MUFC Corner. I'm Dennis, and today we're diving into the biggest debate swirling around Old Trafford this summer. Should Manchester United cash in on Bruno Fernandes if a £100 million offer lands on the table? With Saudi Pro League giants circling and United in desperate need of a squad overhaul after a disastrous season, club legend Paul Scholes has weighed in, and his verdict might surprise you. Let's break down the latest transfer drama, the numbers, the arguments for and against, and what this all means for United's future. Let's set the scene. United have just wrapped up one of the most disappointing campaigns in recent memory, finishing 15th in the Premier League with only 42 points. The team's Europa League hopes were dashed in the final, losing to Tottenham, who lifted their first trophy in 17 years. The pressure is now on manager Ruben Amorim, who's decided to stay and oversee what's expected to be a massive summer rebuild. At least 5 new signings are targeted, and a major exodus of underperforming stars is on the cards. But the biggest question mark hangs over the captain, Bruno Fernandes. Despite United's struggles, Bruno has been a rare bright spot, racking up 19 goals and 19 assists in all competitions this season. He's been the heartbeat of the team, the creative force, and often the only player dragging United through tough games. But now, Saudi Arabian clubs, especially Al Hilal, are making a serious push for his signature. Reports say they've offered Bruno a staggering deal, £700,000 per week, tax-free, in a package worth around £200 million over 3 years. Al Hilal are ready to bid £100 million for him, and they've given Fernandes 72 hours to decide his future. So, what does Paul Scholes think? The United legend hasn't minced his words. Speaking on the overlap, Scholes said, they are talking about £100 million for him. Man United cannot say no to that. I know he has been brilliant and carried the team on his back, but where does he actually play? What is his position? Do you see him as a number 10? Do you see him as a holding midfielder? He almost confuses the whole system. I mean, he has been brilliant, don't get me wrong. But when you're getting 100M for him, you snap your hands and take it. Let's unpack that. Scholes acknowledges Bruno's brilliance and his importance to the team, but he also raises a tactical question. Is Bruno's free-roaming style actually making it harder to build a cohesive system? It's a fair point. While Fernandes is involved in everything United do well, there have been games, especially against the so-called Big Six, where his impact wanes and the team's shape suffers. Scholes' comments suggest that, for the right price, United should be ruthless and use the funds to accelerate the rebuild. But here's where it gets interesting. Scholes hasn't always been in the sell camp. Just a few weeks ago, he was urging United to keep Bruno at all costs, calling him the best player at the club and insisting the team should be built around him. Bruno must stay because he's the best player. He's involved in nearly everything United do well, Scholes said. He also highlighted the challenge for Amorim. Getting rid of underperformers is tough, but keeping top talent like Bruno is crucial if United want to attract new stars and return to the Champions League. So, what's changed? The answer is simple: the size of the offer. £100 million is a huge sum, especially for a 30-year-old midfielder. In a summer where United need to sign at least 5 players and balance the books, that kind of windfall could transform the club's prospects. It could fund moves for a new striker, a creative midfielder, a centre-back, and more. With financial fair play regulations tightening, selling Bruno could be the fastest way to kickstart the rebuild. But let's not forget what United would be losing. Since arriving from Sporting CP, Bruno has been nothing short of phenomenal. In his first 53 appearances, he contributed 28 goals and 18 assists. He's been described as having the X factor by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and even Scholes has admitted, he's better than me. He's different to me. He scores more goals than me, he creates more goals than me. I'd like to play with him, probably behind him would be alright, but no, he's been sensational, a big difference. Bruno's leadership, work rate, and creativity have made him the face of United's post-Sir Alex era. And it's not just about numbers. Bruno's attitude and professionalism have set the standard in a dressing room that's often lacked leaders. He's the captain, the penalty taker, and the player teammates look to in crunch moments. Losing him would leave a massive void, not just in terms of goals and assists, but in mentality and spirit. So, what are the arguments for selling? Here's the case. The offer is massive. £100 million for a player approaching his 30s is hard to turn down, especially when United need to rebuild. Tactical reset. Amorim could use the funds to bring in players who fit his system and address multiple positions of weakness. Squad harmony. If Bruno's style is causing tactical confusion, as Scholes suggests, a fresh start could help United build a more balanced team. Market timing. With Saudi clubs willing to pay over the odds, United might not get a better chance to cash in. But what about the arguments for keeping him? He's United's best player. No one else comes close in terms of creativity, leadership, and output. Attracting new signings. Keeping Bruno signals ambition and stability, making United more attractive to top targets. Rebuild around him. With the right players around him, Bruno could thrive even more and help United climb back up the table. Fan backlash. Selling the captain and star player could trigger outrage among supporters, especially after such a poor season. Let's also consider Bruno's own stance. Despite the speculation, he's repeatedly stated he has no plans to leave Manchester United. He's under contract until 2027, and the club is keen to keep him. Manager Ruben Amorim has made it clear, our idea didn't change. We want to keep the best players, and Bruno is clearly one of the top players in the world. We want Bruno here. It is easy to understand his importance, not just because of the numbers but the way he plays and the importance he has during his 5 years here. It's normal a lot of clubs want a player like Bruno. He is a leader and he's the captain, so he's really important. He is a top player, we need top players. So what's next? Al Hilal are reportedly set to hold a third meeting with Bruno's representatives, hoping to convince him to make the move. United are standing firm, but the decision may ultimately rest with Bruno himself. If he wants the challenge and the payday, United could be forced to accept. If he stays, he'll remain the centerpiece of Amorim's project. As we wrap up, here's the big question for you, Reds. Should United take the money and rebuild, or keep faith in their captain and star man? Is £100 million too good to refuse, or is Bruno simply irreplaceable? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know where you stand on this massive decision. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe to MUFC Corner for more honest analysis and breaking United news, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. I'm Dennis, and I'll see you in the next one. Up the Reds!